And I realized that, I think it was after I had my daughter. I'm 25 years old. And for the first time in my life, I didn't want to leave this world. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, Togi. Man, I've met Togi. I really like Togi. I like him a lot. We see things different philosophically, but at the end of the day, he's half my age. Your perspective at 22 will not be the same as your life perspective at 44. Let me get straight to his post. I could have easily died last night. Hadn't slept in 3 days trying to get my YouTube video out. At some point, accidentally got my hands on some Adderall cut with meth and overdosed. Don't let your obsession with success kill you. Another thing, before the ambulance came, I was seizing on the ground, 100% sure that my time has come. I did not get that special flash of remembering all your best memories. It was more a moment of holy F, this hurts so effing bad, and I'm way too young to die at my own hand. Unlimited potential cut short because you got greedy. Take care of yourself, my friends. Imagine how sad your mother would be if you passed. This brings back to my conversation with Togi. Now, Togi, he was thinking that he's living for the YOLO life. Think about Togi, 22 years old, driving a Lamborghini, living his best life. His life's got to be amazing, right? But at that stage, you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Immediate gratification. Hits it big on YouTube, boom. Goes from just a normal kid to a multimillionaire. That's pretty awesome. But there's a different mindset when you grind throughout life. When you start with nothing at 16, 18, you're a little better. 19, 20, 21, you're grinding. And finally in your mid-30s or 40 years old, you're finally comfortable. You appreciate things more. You realize the value of hard work. And this is why I love coaching youth athletes, because they realize the more hours they put into getting better at their craft, to training, getting bigger, stronger, faster, the better they're going to perform on the field. But if they're just born with that God-given talent, there's a thing in youth soccer, when I used to coach youth soccer, is that the kids who were the best at 8, 9 years old were generally not the best at 15, 16 years old. The best kids at 15 and 16 were normally on the second or third team when they were 8 or 9 years old. It was crazy. But if you look at it from that perspective, you understand that there's a different mindset to grinding and growing versus just hitting it big. That's why most people who win the lottery lose everything. People like MC Hammer, Wesley Snipes, his was a tax evasion thing. They end up losing all their money. Why is that? Well, Togi, as they say, he's here for a good time, not a long time. What I'm hoping that this does is it gives him that perspective, is it gives him that view that life is fragile. And while you've lived a really awesome 22 years, you want to live more of those to 44, to 66, to 88 years old. And older if you can, if you're enjoying life, if you're healthy, if you're mobile, that's an awesome thing to do, right? But when you're young, you feel immortal. You feel like you are beyond dying. You feel like you are beyond death. You feel like you are immortal. You feel like you're just the one, that you can't be taken down, especially when things are coming in. You're making money, you're getting the girls, you're doing it all. And then you realize at that moment, it could all be gone. So there's two ways he'd go about this. He could either realize this, slow it down and be more careful, or this can make him feel even more immortal. Think about it. He cheated death. He's on the ground seizing. And he lived. He's like a cat with 9 lives. I look at life differently at 44 than I did at. I was never one to invite death. But I got in so much ish when I was a little kid, when I was a teenager, that I've never been afraid of death. Let me give a caveat to that. So I was never afraid of death. I was that guy where if I'm in a wrong neighborhood, didn't care. If it's my time, even though I wasn't as religious back then, I'm pretty religious now. If it was my time, it's time to go. Now I feel like I've given my family enough where they can sustain without me, where I've set mine. I've had a great life, man. I've had such an amazing, blessed life, but I don't want to die. And I realized that, I think it was after I had my daughter. I'm 25 years old. And for the first time in my life, I didn't want to leave this world. I didn't want to leave this world before, but I was okay with it because I came so close to losing it many times. At least, if I look back, I'm like, well, that was a dumb idea. That I never really was afraid of dying. Then you have a child and you realize that these experiences, watching your child grow up, go to college, get married, have kids, that's something I want to achieve in my life. Being able to put my daughter through college is the best thing I've ever done in my life. But you don't see that at 22 years old. You don't have that perspective. As I quote all the time, as Chris Gethin says, knowledge without mileage is bullshit. And I agree with that. But on another note, we also have to realize the risks of black market drugs. And I say this all the time when I talk about the dangers of steroids. People are like, yeah, you're a hypocrite. You take steroids. You've done steroid cycles. Well, yeah, I have. But here's the deal. You have to realize there's a difference between getting a prescribed TRT from a pharmacy versus buying black market steroids. Black Friday at tigerfitness.com, I want to show you exactly what you get. The $150 in free gifts. Every order gets this performance fasting book. You also have this awesome Tiger Fitness Blue Line shaker bottle. This cup is dope. Look at the size of this awesome shaker bottle right here. That's another one. Look at this awesome shirt, dude. Look at this. Yes. Nobody cares. Work harder. And finally, this hoodie is so soft, so comfortable. Look at this bad boy. Don't you want to sport this thing? Anyway, all at tigerfitness.com, as well as 25% off top brands and free shipping. Thank you so much, guys. Go to tigerfitness.com. Save now. Gifts are going fast. Don't wait. That's not a game. Who knows what's in those? Who knows if your Anavar is Anadrol? Who knows if there's anything in there? It's coming from China, most likely. What if there's fentanyl in it? We don't know. Then you're dead. Then you die. You're injecting it straight into your muscle. Think about it. Overdosing is easy. You got to be careful where you get your stuff. So when I talk about the dangers of black market drugs, of steroids, I mean every drug. Every drug. Good luck finding pure stuff on the streets. So what I'm asking is, at 22 years old, man, at 22 years old, that was a great time in my life. I was working for Weeder Publications, American Media. I was able to work 12 to 16 hour days, train, go home, have fun with my wife. I was fine. Why does he need Adderall at 22 years old? Like, you're crushing it. I've never tried Adderall. As someone with ADHD, I never medicated, never took drugs. I just never had a reason to do it because, if I can't get it from Ambrosia Mental Jewels or something over the counter, I'm not taking it. Now, I've heard great things about Adderall. But again, like, if you're not getting a prescription, if you're buying it off the black market, yeah, there's a risk, guys. So just because your neighborhood drug dealer has Adderall, look, and just because the safety profile is pretty friggin' good, doesn't mean you should use it because you don't know if that's Adderall. Unless it's coming from the pharmacy in a little prescription bottle and it says Adderall on it or whatever the generic name is, don't take it. There's too much risk, guys. Life is fragile. I encourage you to understand how fragile life is. I know it's hard for you younger cats, but you older cats watching this, I encourage you to just understand that life is a gift, that life is fragile. You need to savor every moment. With that being said, man, I love Togi. I love him. I wish him the best. And you're going to see content come out, me and Togi, coming soon. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Hopefully it's within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'll let you know, but it's going to be amazing. You're going to love this thing that Togi and I were a part of. And I can't wait to show this to you guys. It's awesome. I like Togi. I like him. I know he's polarizing, but look, man, we all wish him the best. I hope you do too, because he's 22, living his best life. And you know what? He's going to mature. He's become a fine young man. He's going to crush life. Until then, let him learn, let him make the money, make the mistakes, but hopefully those mistakes don't cost him his life. Look, man, last night I'm at the semifinal game for the state championship game. Paige is playing Springfield. We're there, myself and Bryce, Legacy at the sideline, making sure the kids are stretched, warmed up, all that good stuff, taking care of injuries. And, you know, they won the game 31-7. And that experience, just watching my athletes run on the field, man, that's worth living. That's worth living another day. My daughter's home visiting from college for Thanksgiving. It's worth living. Get to train with my daughter, get to hang out with my family. It's worth living. Anyway, guys, hopefully that gives you perspective. Togi, all the best. And I hope you learned a lesson from this. And thankfully you're alive because I love you, bro. Fucking love you. Anyway, guys, go to tigerfitness.com now. We got these shirts to make America healthy again, but it's our Black Friday sale. 25% off top brands plus $150 in free gifts. That's right. It's a crazy sale. 25% off, which means $25 off every 100 you spend. Plus you're getting $150 in awesome free gifts. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Appreciate you watching this. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell, and remember, I'm not going to use any. That's not a game. Fish oil is one of the staple supplements that you should take. Now, for me, I like to have a 2-to-1 EPA to DHA ratio. Now, DHA is awesome. A lot of cognitive benefits come from DHA, but if you get anti-inflammation and things that we go through as people who want to train, who want to be active, want to feel great, you want slightly more EPA. That's why I created MTS Nutrition Fish Oil. Now, this is a 2-to-1 EPA to DHA ratio. It is fantastic, and it has citrus, so it's not going to give you the fishy burps. And the way we make it, it's not going to be rancid. That's one thing you got to fear. A lot of these fish oils, they can go rancid and actually be more bad than they are good. But we actually don't have that problem with MTS Nutrition Fish Oil. The dosing I recommend will be above label. Label, we just take one soft gel or as directed by a fitness professional or a medical professional. But for me, I like to take 3 grams of total EPA and DHA a day combined. So with that said, I take 5 MTS Nutrition Fish Oil a day. Now, I love my brand. I recommend it. It's a tremendous value. Available right now at tigerfitness.com. If you want a great fish oil, if you want to support a company who loves you, support a company who doesn't hate you, support a company with the best customer service and people, American family-owned company, MTS Nutrition, tigerfitness.com. Get your fish oil today.